Friends of YouTube, the purpose of this video is for you to pay attention to details when you buying a school bus. First of all, you don't want to buy it close to the salt water, close to the ocean, close to the coast, no matter which coast. If it's a body of water nearby within say 40 miles with salt and water, that comes on the air and it's gonna get through everywhere on the body of the bus, making it real rusty. Impossible to work on radiator, any clamp, any nut, any bolt will be, it's gonna have a lot of rust. You don't wanna mess with that. Another good point to do is like if you wanna buy a International, which it has the Ford 7.3 motor from 2003 and under, it's gonna be a good buy. 1999 to 2003. But if you buy an International after 2004, you're gonna run into a lot of problems. So 7.3 diesel motor is the way to go. Another thing you wanna do is make sure that there is no rust. No matter what else, you don't want rust on your bus. Check the frame, check everything that you can. The motor could be dirty, that's fine, but make sure it's not oily. You don't want an oily leaking motor. It's very hard to fix. Usually, that's what happens. But these school buses really receive a good maintenance. On the center of the motor, it's like a V shape. They call it the valley. It's where you're gonna find deposit of oil if it's leaking. Right there on the center, right here. All that area where it make it like a V shape is where you're gonna find the oil if it's leaking. Now a very good point to say again and again, I'm not gonna say too many times, is that if you have a bus that is rusted, it's gonna have everything, any clamp, any bolt, any nut. You see here, there's no rust on them. There's no rust whatsoever on this bus anywhere. And it's already, what is it, 2003, we on 2017, we're like 15 years old. When you invest on a bus, pretty much know ahead of time that you will have to buy tires. The tires, they don't run around with used bad tires, but when they sell it, they will change those tires and find the worst one they have on the lot and put them on the bus, because each of these tires is expensive and they don't want to sell you the tire for free. Check underneath the bus for rust. That's the worst enemy. You're gonna have to spend a lot of money trying to fix that. You don't want to invest that money, convert it into an RV or a food truck or whatever you want to do with the bus. If it's rusted, you may want to consider buying something else, another bus. You will find rust right there on the light, around the screws, all over there. Right there. This bus was originally intended for transporting wheelchairs. So I removed all the wheelchair, the tie downs, remove the remaining seat, and I will show you as we go how we'll convert this bus into an RV. Before you spend your money making an RV converted, you want to make sure that the floor is not rusted. If necessary, you want to take this rubber off and check underneath. I know this bus is not rusted because I drove this bus since brand new. So I know it's not rusted. It had never been mistreated on any way. Sometimes the bus can be, the floor itself probably not rusted because of being close to the coast, but it's probably rusted because the people that take care of cleaning them, instead of using a damp mop, they throw water with a bucket, and then they clean it like they do in a tile floor. So if that happens, it's gonna hold water and it's gonna rust the metal and ruin the wood. Under this plastic, rubber, is wood. And people people sometimes don't follow the procedures to how to clean it, and they ruin a good bus. It could be good looking everywhere else, but the floor may not be good. So you may want to lift this and check what's going on under this before you start spending money putting a floor, a beautiful RV, but you don't have a good support underneath. Another thing you want to do, you want to make sure you have good insulation on the bus, because the big buses, they always, for regular students, a lot of states do not require for them to have AC, so they're not going to have insulation needed. They buy cheaper buses, and that means they're going to try to save money on insulation. There's no insulation. This is a hollow wall. The walls also same thing. The roof, nothing, no insulation, and you're going to spend a lot of money making it beautiful, buying a good AC, but if there's no good insulation, you're not going to be stopped. The heat or the cold going to go through. But this bus in particular has good insulation on the roof and on the wall, because it was dedicated for wheelchair. It's a smaller bus. It's not a big bus. This is a short bus, 30 foot from bumper to bumper. That's it. I keep cardboard trying to protect it from the sun, so you don't mind this. Everything's good. But I try to do this so I can show you. Don't go by the miles on this dashboard, because a lot of times these buses go old and they start failing, and they have to replace this. It replaces in 5-10 minutes, and it comes brand new with 0 mileage. So you're gonna think you've been buying a 30,000 mile bus, but really over 200,000. So it's important to know how the bus looking overall outside, and if you know the bus where it come from, like this bus I drove it from day one with maybe 1,500 miles. I mean, I don't know. Different drivers drove it, and I don't want to lie to you, but I know I went and picked this bus up, brand new, and then it was not assigned to me, but it was on the yard. I saw it every day, so I started driving and making it my route when it was like 1,500 miles, and that's it. The bus hardly ever moved. That's why it has only less than 15,000 miles in 15 years. So they had to sell it when it gets so old by law. Anyway, don't go by what it says here, because it might say something way different than the real thing. These are the first steps that I have taken to convert this bus into an RV. It's gonna be beautiful. I will walk you through everything I'm doing, and I hope you like it. I will look on the internet for YouTube, better say, video that will guide me through, give me some tips, but I really didn't find anything. So I hope my video will help you. Thank you, guys.